Ken is on somewhat of a scientific bend tonight.
No, I'm ready for this vernal equinox thing, but I'm not having
breakfast. One of the
yeah, we can have omelets after the show. I think that's probably what's going to... We're going to keep trying this. We still got a couple hours. I think we'll be all right. But, you know, just about everyone agrees trading for John Smiley was an excellent move on the part of the Twins. The left-hander, who won 20 games for the Pirates last year, worked out with his new teammates for the first time today. 2 days after Minnesota shipped pitching prospect Denny Nagel and minor league outfielder Midroy Cummings to Pittsburgh for him. Now, Smiley wore a frown when he first heard of the trade, but now he's grinning about joining the Twins.
It's pretty tough. You know, you win 20 games for somebody and they give you up for a couple guys that are got to be prospects. And it was a little tough, you know, especially on my birthday. They come in and tell me I'm traded. But, you know, 72 hours later, I feel great and I'm ready to go for him.
He will go tomorrow. To today's game, watch Baltimore's Luis Mercedes lose the handle on the bat. It goes flying into the stands. This was not your average souvenir. That guy was happy to have it, but Mercedes just couldn't be without his gamer. He traded the guy another bat for the one he was going to use in the game. Nice swap. Well, both teams' bats weren't much to speak about in this one for the first 6 innings. Tim Hewlett's 2-run double here to the gap off Jesse Cross made it a 4-0 Oriole lead, and the O's went on to win it 8-5. The Rangers outslugged the Pirates 9-8, Expos 6, Braves 2. Mike Greenwell homered, but the Yankees beat the Red Sox 7-6. Roger Houston 13-6 over the Tigers, and the White Sox 5-zip over the Cardinals. Toronto 8, Kansas City 6, the Phils 17, Cincinnati 6, and out west the Brewers and Mariners were winners. Now, I would have thought Joe Montana would have a better chance of beating Florida State than the University of Montana did in the NCAAs today, but Coach K's Seminoles had a tough time with the Grizzlies in the first round of the West Regional. Early on, Chuck Graham hits the 3, FSU on a 10-0 run, led by 13, but Montana went on a big run. Roger Fasting throws down 2 of his 17. They came as close as 6, but watch here, Douglas Edwards' rebound gets quickly up to Bob Sora. The ACC Freshman of the Year had 14, and they stretched the margin back to 14. Now look at this one. Picked out of the air, quickly ahead to Sam Cassell. He had 23. The Noles won it by 10, but point guard Charlie Ward has a dislocated shoulder. They'll know tomorrow if he can play Saturday against Georgetown. The Hoyas used 21 by Alonzo Mourning to send South Florida into that good night, 75-60. In the West, LSU over BYU. No surprise, Indiana over Eastern Illinois. Terry DeHare scored with 2 ticks left to lift Seton Hall over LaSalle. The Pirates get Mizzou. The Tigers took out West Virginia. In the East, Duke will play Iowa. The Blue Devils crunched Campbell. The Hawkeyes hounded Texas. Midwest, Arkansas over Murray State, and Memphis State waved goodbye to Pepperdine. Georgia Tech 65, Houston 60. SC 84-54 over Northeast Louisiana. And in the Southeast, Ohio State a winner. UConn beats Nebraska. Bama 80-75 over Stanford, and North Carolina survived Miami of Ohio. Well, the Gators are into the Sweet 16 of the NIT after beating Richmond tonight. Brian Hogan drops in the 3 here. Florida jumped to a 16-point first-half lead. Craig Brown drives and scores 2 more for Florida. They led 37-23 at the break. Lon Kruger, the SEC Coach of the Year, watched the Spiders make it close, but Florida would not fall into their web. Dan Cross's late 3-point play was key. The Gators won at 66-52. They're 17-10. And from the amateurs to the man they call money. Look at Michael Jordan against the Bullets tonight, driving for 2 against Wes Unseld's guys. Jordan only had 16 in the first half, but just wait. Look at this move by Scottie Pippen while you wait, the spin and jam. Jordan scored 35 of his 51 in the second half, gets 2 from Pippen here. Bulls won at 106-100. The Knicks over Milwaukee. In OT, Charlotte a win over Philly. Sonics were faster than the Rockets, and the Jazz buried the Nuggets. And ta-da! He has pulled it off. You believe that?
Just for a chef, I can't
I am
decide
having
which.
no luck whatsoever with this thing.
Still ahead.